my lovelies, it is time for my September Wheel of TBR, so stay tuned. Hi, hello, welcome. If you're new here, Wheel of TBR is one of my multiple TBR games that I play in order to help pick my TBR for the upcoming month. And if you've been around, you know I have lots of TBR games and I love them. If you watched, I believe it was the video right before my Cards Against My TBR video, you know that I actually recently created a new TBR game called Better Book It, and that is like a weekend long TBR game with the board and all of that stuff, and I have to make it to the end of the board in order to win my prize, or don't make it to the end of the board and have a punishment. So I did successfully make it to the end of my board, and for that I get to take one regular spin off my wheel, which is very handy. Yeah, because I'm also going to have punishment spins because I haven't read everything. There's a lot I haven't read. Now, I will say this. At this point in time, it is August 21st. I am filming this early because on the 25th, Marty and I are leaving the country and going on vacation. And hopefully I'll get some more read between now and the end of the month. But I'm going to go ahead and take punishment spins for now, and maybe I'll erase punishment spins if I complete them before the end of the month. We'll see. Okay, so let's start out with how I did for August, so far anyway. Okay, so I had a few books that rolled over from July into August, and that's these right here. So I had Pollyanna, and I have not read this, so this one's going to continue to roll over. I had Land of Stories, A Grim Warning by Chris Colfer, and I'm not going to give myself a punishment spin for this one because I'm currently reading this one. So this one will definitely get done before the end of the month. Then there was Where the Crawdads Sing. I don't have the physical book because my friend still has it, but I did finish reading that last month. Then there is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir, and I have not read this, so this will be rolling over if I don't finish it. And then Nightfall by Shannon Messenger. If I don't finish this, it will be rolling over. Okay, I ended up having to do 7 spins in August because of like bonus spins and all of that. So my first spin, I spun Readathon, and for that I was to read Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, and I have not read that. I feel like that is one that I'm going to either read this month or next month, so I'm going to say that one's going to get rolled over if I don't complete it, so I'm not going to take a punishment spin for that one. Then there was TBR Vet, so Before She Ignites by Jody Meadows. If I don't read this one, I am rolling it over. Next was Goodreads, and for that I was to read Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I can't remember the author's name, but I don't have it to hold up. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere here. I've recently unboxed it because I got it in one of my Book of the Month boxes. I don't know where it's at now. I don't know where the other book is that came in that box either right now. My mind is blank. But I have not read that. So that is one that I'm actually going to take a punishment spin for. Then there was Anthology. For that I selected Black Enough, edited by Ibby Zaboy, and I did not read this one, and I'm going to take a punishment spin for this one. Next was Roll the Dice, and for that I was to read Parallel by Lauren Miller. I did not read this one, so I'm going to be taking a punishment spin for this one, not rolling it over. Then there was Foiled Cover, and originally I picked a different book, but then when I was doing my Magical Readathon TBR, I changed what I was going to pick for that, and I selected Court of the Vampire Queen by Katie Robert. If I don't finish this, I will be rolling this one over. And then for my last spin, I got Coffee, which are books that my coffee patrons want me to read, and I believe it was Brittany. Yes, Brittany wanted me to read Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky Albertalli and Aisha Saeed, and I have read this one. So there are 3 that I'm having to make punishment spins for. So the way this works is typically I do 5 regular spins, and each time I spin, I put a mark on the board and I change out the prompt. If I get 5 marks on the board, that means I have to do a bonus spin. And for my punishment spins, I just spin the wheel and put a mark on it. And I don't have to like pick a book for that punishment spin. It's just adding a mark. Let's see. There's another book that normally I would have to take a punishment, like not a punishment spin, but add a regular spin for if I didn't complete it. And that's the one that my book buddy of the month selected for me. But because I'm filming this so early, I'm not going to make myself do that yet. But if I don't complete it by the end of the month, then next month I'll add a spin for that. Okay, so let's do my 3 punishment spins real quick. First one. Okay. There we go. There's only 3 on that. Second spin. Oh. Okay. Alright, there's no spots on that. No marks. There's a couple of danger zones here that have 4 marks on them already. Okay, third punishment spin. My tassel's getting a little carried away. Oh, that was close. Because this one is one of them that has 4. But this one only had 2. Alright. So there are my 3 punishment spins. Okay, so I'm only going to have to do 4 spins unless I get any bonus spins. I will tell you what my book for Buzzword and for TBR Knockout and my TBR for Readathon Academy after I do all the wheel stuff. So let's get started with spin number 1. Okay, that is right on it, but it hadn't flipped over. So this is wild card. Pick a book I don't know much about. So let me go ahead, put a mark on that. Gives us 2 there. And let's see. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but right here is my volume 2 in the Oz series. It has Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, The Road to Oz, and The Emerald City of Oz. It's the next 3 books in that series. And yeah, the story that most people know is just The Wizard of Oz, which is only the first book in a 15-book series. So I'm actually going to be reading that second volume, and I don't really know much about it. I've never read it. I only know that it has to do with Oz. So I'm going to select that for my wild card. We will replace wild card with, oh, we got 2 of them, hold on. TBR jar. That has not been updated in a minute. All right. Spin number 2. Romance. First mark on that one. I got these little dry erase markers that have magnets on them, and I can stick it on this part here in the back, which makes it a lot easier to not lose them. Okay, so for this one, I'm actually going to go with a classic, but it's also one that I've got to read anyway because it was the winner of one of my Have I Read It, and that is Emma by Jane Austen. I'm pretty sure this is a romance, so I'll go with this one. And we will replace romance with, they're sticking together, number in the title. All right, spin number 3. So that has 4 marks on it, which means I do have to take a bonus spin. And our prompt is mythology inspired. So let me see what I can find. Okay, I just grabbed the first one that I could find, and that was The Dragon Warrior by Katie Zhao. This is a middle grade, and it says it's inspired by Chinese mythology. So, cool. Oh gosh. Snickers laying right here. Okay, well, let me erase these. And we will replace mythology inspired with, he's growling at his reflection in the window. Scribd Today's Pick. I don't even know if they still have Today's Pick, but we'll go with something Scribd recommends or whatever. Okay, that was, what spin was that? That was spin number 3. So we have spin number 4, which is our last regular spin. So it'll be the last one that I mark for. But I can still get a bonus spin on this one. Alright, spin number 4. Number in the title. Okay, let me see. Do I have anything like that? If only. If only I hadn't rolled over Fourth Wing, I could use that. Okay, so this is from my These Will Self-Destruct Have I Read It special edition. I'm going to be reading One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Alright, let's replace number in the title with food on the cover. Okay, so this next one I'm not going to mark on, but I will change out the prompt. Alright, spin number 5, or bonus spin. Once Upon a Book Club special edition. Okay, I have to go ransack that mountain in my closet. Hold on. Okay, I think I'm going to have to retire that prompt because I don't have a lot of special editions left. But I did have this Halloween edition, which I think will be great towards the end of September because Halloween coming up. This is The Hunting of Lee Harker by Darcy Coates. And it's an adult, spooky, haunted house. I'll put a post-it note to tell me. Okay, let me mark that. And we will replace this one with new author. Okay, so give me just a little bit to figure everything out, and I'll come back and I'll tell you what I selected for TBR Knockout, Buzzword, and Seasonathon Academy. Okay, so for Buzzword, I looked at Kayla's list of like recommended words because these are game-related words, and she had start, finish, end, win, player, things like that. And so I selected The Start of Me and You by Emery Lord. So for TBR Knockout, for September, the theme is cozy. So the first prompt is to read something cozy. For that, I selected The Locket by Stacey J. This is about a girl who messed up, and then she finds this locket, and it allows her to travel back in time so she can maybe correct her mistake. And then the second prompt is to read a book with the word fall in the title or series name, and for that I'm going to be reading Nightfall by Shannon Messenger. Okay, I'll be back with my Seasonathon Academy TBR. Okay, so I have made out my schedule. So my first class is the same class everybody's going to take, and that's English 1020, read a new to me author, and that is going to be Thief of Sorrows by Kristen M. Long. This is our group book for Seasonathon Academy, and this is also her debut novel, so I'm very excited to read it. And this is a Robin Hood retelling, a gender-bent Robin Hood retelling, and I'm very, very excited. So for my Fine Arts and Humanities Literature subcategory class, I'm going to select English 2410, Western World Lit 1, and read a classic, and for that I'm going to select Emma. For my Fine Arts and Humanities Visual and Performing Arts subcategory, I'm selecting Art 1110, Introduction to Art, and that is to read a graphic novel or manga. And for that, I'll be reading volume 2 in the Gem and the Holograms graphic novel series. For the behavioral and social sciences category, I'm going to be selecting Anthropology 1400, which is archaeology, a book that came out before I was born. And for that, I will be reading Oz. And for the 5th class, which is the same one everybody has to take, that's foreign language 2140, intermediate foreign language 2, read from an author that's from a different country than you're on. And for that, I'm going to go with A Dark and Hollow Star by Ashley Shuttleworth. So I actually read this book. She is a Canadian author, so not from my country. All right, so those are all of the required amount of courses that I need to take in order to pass Season-a-thon Academy. I may end up doing more throughout the month, but for now, that's the minimum I've got to do in order to pass. So, are you participating in Season-a-thon Academy? Have you majored TBR? I hope you tag me in it so that I can go and watch. I don't want to miss anybody's TBRs or Instagram posts or Twitter posts or whatever. And have you read any of these? Did you like them? Did you not? Comment down below and let me know. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye.